A busy spring and summer has resulted in a lot of movement in the overall Rivals 150 for the class of 2020. However, while there is a shakeup in the ordering, the top 10 remains mostly intact. Beginning things at number 10 is shooting guard BJ Boston. He's a long and smooth two-guard from Norcross, Georgia who can go on scoring binges. Boston is a good athlete, does a good job finding open spots on the floor, and has a knack for sniffing out open opportunities in transition. He's about as far along in his recruitment as anybody in the top 10, and is down to a Final Four of Auburn, Duke, Florida, and Kentucky. The first of three centers in the top 10, and Fale Dante of Sunrise Christian just outside of Wichita, checks in at number 9. One of the most intimidating interior players in the country, Dante was a bit up and down during his junior season. However, this spring with Mocan Elite, he's really stepped it up and emerged as a menacing rim protector who blocks shots, rebounds, and has turned into an effective scorer from 12 feet and in. One of the smoothest players in the top 10, Ziaire Williams holds the 8th spot. A 6'8" wing from Southern California, Williams has tremendous positional size, is a fluid athlete, and he can step outside and shoot with range to the three-point line. As soon as he adds strength to match his skill level and what he can do as an athlete, he can make another leap in the rankings. When it comes to pure entertainment and jaw-dropping athleticism, few are better than number 7 Greg Brown. A product of Austin, Texas, Brown has been a vital part of perhaps the spring's most exciting team, the Texas Titans. Brown has proven to be more than just an athlete who plays ball, though. He's thrived as a small ball interior player who runs the floor, plays above the rim, and rebounds at a high rate. Once he consistently extends his jump shot to the three-point line, he's going to be virtually unguardable at the high school level. Early in the spring, it looked like do-it-all forward Scottie Barnes was fading a bit in comparison to 2020's other elite prospects. However, he really turned it up over the last month or so to claim the number 6 spot. The Floridian is one of the best passers and playmakers in the class regardless of position. He defends 1 through 5 and is a big-time rebounder. His jump shot remains the biggest area to improve, and he's down to a final 8 of Cal, Duke, Florida State, Kansas, Kentucky, Miami, Ohio State, and Oregon. Just 7 or 8 months ago, Makur Maker was a total afterthought, falling off the radar after a year or so of recovering from injuries and not playing high school ball. However, since showing up at Orange Lutheran in Southern California, he's been a player on a mission and has moved all the way up to the number 5 spot. He's a 7-footer who can handle the ball like a wing, shoots with deep range, and he's an impressive rebounder and shot blocker. He's been charging up the rankings quickly, and the 4 ahead of him are on notice that their spots aren't safe. That leads us to number 4, Jaylen Johnson. Pushing 6'9", the 5-star stud from Wisconsin plays as a point forward and has a lot of similarities to Ben Simmons because of his size, playmaking, and rebounding ability. Like Simmons, his three-point shooting can improve, but it doesn't prevent him from putting up huge numbers across the board. He's got an edge about him when he plays and is down to Arizona, Duke, Kentucky, and Wisconsin. Still the most pure scorer in the class, 6'5" two-guard Jalen Green checks in at number 3. The Fresno native will move to prolific prep in the Napa area for his senior year, and he also switched grassroots teams a few times, so it took some time for him to find his mojo, but once he did, he still looked like the most effortless shot creator in his class, and his ability to be explosive off the dribble remains a potential game changer at any time. Making a hard charge all the way up to number 2 is Cade Cunningham. The Texan who attends Montverde Academy in Florida had arguably the best spring of anybody in the country, and at 6'7", he proved with the Texas Titans that he's a viable point guard option. He scores, he's improved his jump shot, he's an elite defender on the perimeter, he basically does it all. There's not a real weakness in his game, and he's putting some serious heat on the one and only guy who remains ahead of him in the 2020 class. Despite the pressure being applied by Cunningham, big man Devon Mobley from Rancho Christian in Temecula, California, keeps a hold of the number 1 spot. He's an elite athlete, he has incredible body control for a 7-footer, and he's a big-time shot blocker who rebounds and runs the floor like a track athlete. He's gotten a lot stronger, he's developing into a nice jump shooter, and while Mobley doesn't always put up eye-popping numbers, there's one thing that seems to stand out. Whether it's in the summer, or with his high school team, or with Compton Magic, in any competitive situation, he always looks like the best player on the floor. At some point, we fully expect him to join his father and older brother at USC.